Hello and welcome to Scalemodeling, and this is part 6 of the 1/700 scale Scharnhost German battleship. It's a kit by FlyHawk, and in this part we're up to doing a bit of the second bridge area. So this is step 13, where I'm building up the platform, which you can see here. So this platform's a few vents on there, bits and pieces. There'll be some decking to go down on this, which is why I'm getting what I can on there, so painted and then put the decking on. And then in the center of that, we'll have this go on. And I'm just putting the roof on that. There's going to be there's some hose reels on the side there. There's going to be some photo etch, so there'll be a platform that goes around the outside of that, which I'll show you is on here. So that will have a platform around the side of it, both sides all the way around. And then this will be railing on there. There'll be a railing across the center over there. And then in the center here, there'll be a catapult, which launches a float plane. Need both hands to show you this. So there's a platform there, which will sit on top of it here, and then we have this to build, photo etch here, which is what the plane will go on, and I'm in the process of putting that together. So yeah, that should look quite good when it's done. I'll get as much as I can on here and built up before, and then painted, and then I can put the wood deck down on the outside of here. So trying to keep organized, but I it's going to go on there like that. My desk slash dining table slash workbench is getting to that point where there's lots of clutter and it needs to be decluttered. I'll try and declutter this in a way that's not going to be moving things and I don't know where they are, but I'll just give you a quick look around and you will see what the rest of the bench looks like. There's lots and lots of stuff everywhere. So, oops. So yeah, a bit of a cleanup required. I mean, it's an organized mess. There you go. It's just sort of all moving in closer to me. And I think a lot of it has to do with working with these magnifying glasses, because when you're wearing them a lot, they tend to restrict your vision, and you've got tunnel vision on just where you're working. And when you move things out of the way, you don't move them very far, and you tend to keep things cluttered. And then you stand back up and you look and go, "Oh my God, I've got to make some more space." So So anyway, that's what I'm going to do. So back shortly and I'll continue on with this. Cheers. Hello, welcome back. So I finally got this piece of the superstructure finished. Closer look, a little photo etch on there. So this has the catapult on the top, got all the gangway walkways up there, railings. It's very nice. That's ready to paint now. There's still a lifeboat rack and lifeboats to go on either side of that, but I need to put down the decking before I can put them on. The decking's going to be on the lower section. Yeah, so I'm going to go and give this a base coat now, and then give it an hour or so, and then I'll put the put the primer on first, give it an hour, then I'll put the base coat on, and then probably wait till tomorrow to put a little bit of decking down on that. But at least then I'll be able to put on the lifeboats, and that will finish that piece, where I'll then be moving on to what we got here. So there looks like a crane. It's got to be built, and another turret. Yeah, so there's a crane there to be built, and a turret. There's a mast after that, but crane and turret would be a good start. Actually, I might put this crane together first, and then I can paint all this together. And maybe, I know I keep changing my mind, but maybe do this other turret as well. Just makes it a bit easier with the painting. Yeah, so yeah, we'll see. We'll come back and you'll see what I've done. Okay, back shortly. Okay, welcome back, and I'll let you know where I'm at the moment. I've just finished doing, well, I'm working on the mast at the moment. Just have a quick look at this. So there's a little bit of photo etch up on there, a bit of the railings and so forth on that. All right, now the mast, I've cut that off there because it's being replaced with photo etch. You can see here. So that's going to go on the top of there, and I'll be able to paint that. Talking about painting, I've managed to paint the cranes, so they've been put together and they're all painted up, along with the torpedo launchers there. So that's all done, and then I've got the superstructure itself that you saw earlier. Well, the photo etch is now painted up. Also put all the little life rafts along there that are supposed to go there. So it's looking all right. I didn't realize it, but that's actually a hangar, and inside the roof it slides open and there's the aircrafter in there. That piece will go on top of that one, and this one I'll be able to put the wood deck on, so it's got wood decking all the way around it. So I'll be doing that pretty much now, and that'll be the last of the wood decking on the ship. And then we've got the last turret here, and that's all painted up, ready to go on the ship as well. And then there's also these, I'm not too sure what they are, but there's a lot of them, tiny little square pieces that go along the side of that hangar bay, or go on the structure it sits on. So those little things go along here. I don't know what they are. Anyway, if you know, let me know in the comments. Yeah, I've noticed the Scharnhost 1/200 scale Trumpeter's been released. Everybody seems to be getting into that on YouTube. Everyone's doing their reviews and starting their builds. It would be a good ship. It's just over a meter long. Looks like quite a good build. So, but I really, as much as I would love to build it, I simply don't have the space. That's why I dropped down to 1/700 scale in the first place, because I don't have the space. Yeah, and things are quite uncertain with my situation here. So sooner or later, I'm going to come across a problem where I'm going to have nowhere for the ships that I have built. So yeah, that could be a bit of an issue. Anyway, so I'll continue on here with this, and next time I come on, we'll have the ship back out here, and we'll have some more pieces put on it, and see what step we're up to. Which currently we're on step 13, but I've just done step 14, which was the mast. And part of that included the extra turret, the 2 cranes, and the torpedo launchers. Step 15 just seems to be putting those pieces on the deck of the ship. And then step 16 is putting that turret on, and a few other little pieces that I may not have put on the stern by the look of it of the ship. And that's the last step. Of course, we've still got to build the aircraft. It's not over yet. Okay, back shortly. Back shortly. Welcome back. As you can see, put a few things on the ship here. The main structure's on there. I've got the cranes on either side. Torpedo launchers are on either side. The video's just frozen 1 second while I fix this. Okay, back again. So yeah, got all that on there. I've painted the mast and the setting and the bits for that, which will go on here somewhere. There, go up here. I've got just a few little pieces, 4 guns on here that need to go on, anti-aircraft guns, and a couple little boxes up here. Gun on the top of here, put that on, and the missing piece will be this spot here. That's the piece I'm missing. But we'll continue on without that. I've also done a little bit up here, little boxes and bits and pieces, a little anchor in there, on there. Touched up all them. I've just got to put the flagpole on both ends, and that'll complete that'll be part 16. And then going over the page on the instructions brings us to the aircraft, which I haven't even looked at yet, but there's a bit of photo etch for the aircraft as well. But there seems to be quite a bit just in from the normal kit. Seem to have like flaps down on the wings and quite a bit of detail. It's good. And of course, the painting of the planes. Green, the camo pattern. So should look good too. Right. And then one of them will get mounted on the catapult. I think I only build one of these aircraft. I'm not sure. It doesn't say two, so looks like it's only one. All right, I'll continue, and I'll put these on. They're still wet, so when they're dried in about an hour or two, I'll put them on. We'll come back and we'll have a bit more look in the detail across the ship and how it's going. I've still got the anchor chain as well to put on there. There's a few little things. Okay, back shortly. Okay, hello, welcome back, and I'll show where I'm up to at the moment. Is I've just been looking at the deck and the spray painting for the swastika that's supposed to go on the bow and stern of the ship, and I'm thinking, well, that's okay to put that on, but how do I spray that? Not only spray it on the wooden deck, but then how am I going to put the decals on the wooden deck? Surely that's not going to work. So, I mean, it'd be okay if I'd, just had the plastic deck and then sprayed and put the decals on, but I can't see it working putting decals on the wood deck. So that being the case, I'll be leaving that off. Yeah, I don't know if there's a way of doing that or not, but first I've heard of putting that on a wood deck. I'm sure it's not going to work. Anyway, moving on from there, I've done the plane. Now there's only one plane on the model, but there's two planes in the kit to build, so I built them both. I've got the undercoat on that now, so that they're both primed up. I'll give that an hour, dries pretty quick, and then I'm going to paint. I have the only greens I've got that I need for this aircraft. I've got Tamiyas. There's a park green, which will do for the lighter colour, and then the darker one is the dark green. So I'll use these two to paint the aircraft, and of course decals will go on that later. So yeah, it's coming along. I'll just tidy up and rearrange things here and bring the ship over, and we'll have a nice close look at the ship. Okay, back in a sec. Okay, so here we go. We've got the model on the new rotisserie or Lazy Susan that I bought. So as you can see, everything is on there now, other than the aircraft, which will sit up on the top here. Got the mast on here, lifeboats, pretty much done other than some rigging. I'll be doing a bit of rigging using the easy line. There's of course, the spot here is the missing part, which unfortunately, cross my fingers. I haven't heard back about that yet, so being the weekend here now, I'll have to wait till Monday. If I still don't hear anything, I'll have to email them again. Yeah, B&A that I bought the kit off don't seem to have a phone number as contact information. The only way is through email. I mean, they were quick to respond when I first sent my email, but then it just went quiet for the last 2 days. So hopefully we'll get that piece. The other alternative is to buy this kit again, just for that one piece, fork out another $100, and I don't really want to do that. So, and then of course, what happens if that piece is missing again? Anyway, so yeah, let's have a look at this. So, swing this around. Now I need to put a coat of clear coat over this to seal everything before I do any weathering. And that's something I might do today. So, yeah, because I'd like to get some of the weathering done, particularly on the sides of the ship. A few little rust marks and salt marks and things. But yeah, it's come up quite well considering the size of it. I mean, size comparison, my hand here, it's definitely not a 1-200 Arizona. So yeah, it's come up okay. And of course, I've got the diorama to build, which I've never done before. So I've got it. I've got all that. I showed you the gear. I've got that. So I've got the glue, the sealant for that. I've got a picture frame to use as the base. May have to check on my paints to get see what paint I've got to get that blue water look. But yeah, that'll be something that need to be done. And then yeah, so there it is so far. I'll end this video here, and the next video will, well, I should have the aircraft sitting on top of there, so that'll be done. Should also have this done in a clear coat, and that video will go through the weathering process and most likely make a start on the diorama. And, yeah, see how that comes up. So anyway, again, thank you for watching. Please, if you've got anything you want to put down in the comments, questions, suggestions, please do. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video, and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell for notifications. And I'll see you in the next video, which I think will be part 7. Yeah, part 7. Okay, till then, bye for now.